customer will give the response to your advertisement product. And to solve those weakness and to solve those challenge, we should provide the creative message planning. For example, the first one, how to set the message strategy with creativity. Creativity can be combined with the new ways or the new style of communication which include in the advertisement and can attract the reader or the customer to make interested in your product.
So these platforms have differentiation, whether it is the types of products that they sold. So for example, these platforms have many differentiation, whether from products that they sold or whether from the color of the brand, and also or in form of the people preference about the that platforms. So I will explain more. Tokopedia is tend to have the electronics and fast moving consumer goods, or like soap, shampoo, conditioner, and snacks, and etc. Like people tend to have uh, shopping for everyday for daily life. And OLX and OLX is tend to sell the products like tangible asset, because I've been seeing the products in OLX, just like motorcycle, cars, houses, even the airplane, but in like a secondary hand, like that. So the cost will not very high, not really expensive. So yeah, I thought like, oh, airplane cannot sell in online shop lah, like that. So but the fact is real, airplane can sell in online shop like OLX. And also bukalapak.com has secondary, like I said before, in OLX, but um, more focused to second hand or pre-love products, like most common products in bukalapak.com is like automotive, like spare part of the cars, spare part of motorcycle, etc., like that. So yeah, we move to the next slide. We have here message storytelling, insight storytelling, we have to inside storytelling, we have to tell the story, tell the message that people wanna hear, that wanna listen that. But before to go through that, I will explain several feature, I can say feature in message storytelling. The first one is news announcement, and the second one inherent drama, and the third one testimonial and endorsement, and the fourth one is lifestyle, the fifth one problem and solutions, and the sixth one is comparison, and after that have picture caption, and after that have humor, and the last one is animation. So we move to the next slide for the explanation of each feature in message storytelling. The first come to news announcement. So here I have an example of news announcement. Actually, news announcement can called by press release or news release. A press release or news announcement is an official announcement, written or recorded, that an organization issues to the news media and beyond. Whether we call it press release, whether we call it a press release, a press statement, a news release, or a media release, we are always talking about the same basic thing. While the heading should contain action verbs, the first paragraph should answer the who and what and why and where. The press release or news announcement should also contain understandable language and quotes. So here in this slide we can see the example of Cadbrella Inc. Corporation, a fictitious and agency which just gained its 10th Twitter follower after 2 years of paid social media efforts, announced its achievement in a press release or news announcement. So for example, like today, Cadbrella Incorporation, a custom umbrella company specializing in umbrellas for cats and kittens, announced that they have reached 10 followers on social media platform Twitter. Like I said before, again its 10th Twitter follower after 2 years of paid social media efforts. So the statement will have like announced that they blah 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 blah, and yeah, and move through the body, and the last one, the closing, is the profile of the company. So like we announcing something in front of class like that, or in front of many people, but it must have understandable language, and it must have understandable language. So news announcement must have understandable language for people to see our announcement. I have several rules for making the news announcement perfectly. The first rule is make your headline irresistible. You've got your announcement in mind, and now it's time to get it down in words to share with your community, industry, and followers. Just like writing this perfect blog post title, setting up your press release for success starts with your headline. You only have one line to work with, which can seem scary, but consider diction carefully to make your headline captivating. Use action verbs, clear, understandable language, like I said before, and keep your headline simple and short. Focus people's attention on your top line message. The second rule is convey the news value to the press. For reporters, analysts, influencers, or followers to be inclined to share your announcement, you have to tell them from why they should care. The first paragraph of your release should cover the who, what, why, where, and how of your new launch, update, or development. Reporters don't have a ton of time to sift through the details and fluffy black background information. They just need the fact that will help them tell your story to someone else from a position of authority. There shouldn't be any new crucial information covered. No, jangan gitu. The third rule offer a tempting quote. Once you set the scene,